Hello, everyone, and welcome back to INACSL 24 here at the SIM Media Center. And we're going to be talking about homegrown solutions for this session. So, with me, I have the very talented Carrie Miller and Chastity Mays. And see, I'm doing good. I'm remembering names and everything. And they're going to talk to us about, they've got a presentation coming up where they're going to give you some hands-on, so you make sure that you get that session. And then we've got a lot of other things we're coming up with as we're talking. So can you tell us a little bit about the homegrown solutions?
Well, the Homegrown Solutions really is the, brainchild of
Yeah.
Meg
Macariella.
Macariella. And in 2007, she was at an INACSL conference and she presented her idea of how to teach students to do safe practices with intradermal injections using hot dogs. It's low cost. It's actually very popular across the country, and it just took off from there. And then there was a partnership that was developed between the National League of Nursing and INACSL in 2014, and here we are. And we've had an incredible amount of interest and in all of the different DIY solutions in simulation that are low cost, using many times just things we have in our cabinets.
So if you don't know, Meg was one of the founding people of INACSL, and she was always looking for how to come up with something that everybody could do and to do it as cost effective as possible. And this was truly her child, and she loved this project. And I know that she's so happy that this is still going on, and, in 2024. So tell us about, how do you submit? What do you have? And tell us the new things, because last year we learned about the central lines and the central line dressings using a bedpan, a bath basin.
Yep.
And so, and that was just a beautiful thing. So we get to do that, and we have someone's coming to join us, and
Here's
so
Robin.
we're getting our third person in. All right, so go ahead and kind of tell us what's going on.
I'm going to turn this over to Chastity about the application process, and here you go.
All right. So if you're interested, first of all, how do you find the Homegrown's website? So we are a partnership between INACSL and the NLN. So it's actually housed within the NLN website. It's the SIRC, SIRC. The easiest way to get there is Google NLN plus SIRC plus HGS, and it will take you to the Homegrown's website. You don't have to be a member of either society to be able to access it. Once you get to the website, you are going to see a page full of different categories. So you can click on any invention that you see, and when you click on it, it's going to give you the steps to easily replicate it. So that's the first thing. Just go check out, because there might be something that you've had a problem at your center, so go check those out. Now, while you're there, you're probably doing something at your center that maybe I want to know or she wants to know. So the process to submit is really simple. You just click on Submit a Solution, and it's going to walk you through what were your goals and objectives, what was the needs assessment, and then what supplies did you use to create it. And these are all low cost, so we want to make sure they're affordable. And then it's going to give you the steps to go through to make this solution, along with pictures or a video.
And that's the beauty, is that you get to see the image and you get to have any video that's been created so that you can replicate these solutions in your program. So I'm going to welcome Robin McSorley. She got tied up and was on her way here, and so she's going to be joining us with the Homegrown Solutions.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Robin McSorley from Mississippi, and like Chastity was saying, there's areas that you can submit to, and some of them are like enhancing mannequin functionability, equipment, medical supplies, moulage ideas, which is very helpful, and also everyday issues. So if you end up submitting, which we really want you to, be sure and look through all of the different areas that have already been submitted to make sure you're not duplicating somebody else's. But we want you, get the word out. Anybody, everybody to submit. It's a lot of fun. One thing though that we have noticed is the hardest thing to do that we've noticed when people submit are the objectives. So make sure they're smart. So look up that information. That's usually what goes back to the person who submits, because maybe their objectives don't align with, what they're submitting. So be sure and focus on that too.
And so here's some examples of what has been submitted over the years. So for enhancing mannequin functionality, think about if you have a scenario going on, you want your mannequin to have a DVT and a warm area on the lower leg, so you use hand warmers. And you use a piece of fleece. And it's very low cost and it's very effective, and it lasts for 7 to 8 hours, so you can get through an entire sim day. And that was submitted in 2018. If you want to do for something for equipment, there is using kindergarten nap pads for seizure pads on a hospital bed. Very low cost. You can probably go to Goodwill and get those. For Moulage in 2017, someone submitted a solution for newborn stools using diaper cream, food coloring, mustard, and sesame seeds. Staple items, and you're just like, oh, I'm never going to use mustard again. We also have everyday solutions. We had a recent submission, 2024, called the Caboodle Noodle, which we're going to be having at our presentation tomorrow. Taking pool noodles, which are very inexpensive. You can buy a 6-foot pool noodle for $1 at the dollar store, cutting it up into sections and giving every single student a task trainer to remove staples, to remove sutures, to remove an IV site. And the students really appreciated having the opportunity to have their own individual task trainer. So the solutions are incredibly creative, and it's really, really exciting to see them when they come in. So we really do want you to send in your solutions.
May I add one thing about submitting? Anyone can submit. It doesn't have to come from a nurse or a physician. So we've really been trying to reach out to the ops side of things. This comes where they might need a little guidance. I can speak, I'm on the ops side of things. So writing can sometimes be scary. They didn't go and write, get their masters and all of this. So it's pretty simple, and these can be, you're not the only inventor. Most of these have multiple creators, and you submit everybody's name all together, but it is published on the website, so it is a good way to get involved in publicating your first item.
And so one of the things that I've done with Healthy Simulation is that we've put a homegrown solution page on there. And we did kind of, tell people some of the things that are being created. And so we're really excited. We've just had the conversation that the presentation that they're having here, we're going to do as a webinar too. And so that people, if you don't make it to it, and the ones out in the virtual world, you'll be able to see that. So go ahead and tell them a little bit about what's going to happen tomorrow.
So we're so excited for our presentation tomorrow. We are scheduled from 3:30 to 5, ballrooms A and B. We're going to have 7 stations. We're going to have one station of just how do you navigate the website, what resources are on there. We're also going to have several of our inventors bringing their inventions too, so you can take a look at those. And we're doing something new this year. We're actually having a station with several different case studies for audience members to be able to offer their solutions. We're going to gather those up, and we're going to turn that into a webinar so we can share those ideas and that wisdom on healthy simulation. So we're extraordinarily excited for tomorrow, and really hope that people attend and offer your ideas. Let us know what your needs are so we can help support your journey to apply. So, yeah.
So, what do you want people to know? Have you seen a gap? Is there something? So think about some of the things. Have you seen a gap? It was when I was teaching graduate students how to do, to work around ingrown toenail or an infection. We would actually go in to teach them how to anesthetize an area, took a glove, put cat litter in it, and so when they injected it, the cat litter absorbs it, and it diffuses it out to where they see how large the area is.
Oh.
And we glued fingernails. No, I haven't. Anyway, then we glued fingernails on it to where they could see it, and then, colored things, and, your hands stick together like this for days because you've got so much super glue on you. But these are the things, is think of the little things you're doing that you go, wow, doesn't everybody know how to do this? No. But, that's the beauty of this, is that everybody gets a chance to go, hey, let's add this to it. Hey, Because remember, simulation's only limited by your imagination, and I have an imagination.
Okay. So I got to ask you a question. Was that hard clumping litter? Was that normal kitty litter? Cheap litter. Okay. See, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Some of them it's really hard clumping litter. That's not going to work. I have put fingernails on hot dogs for doing tissue biopsies. So, I mean, it's amazing what you can do with a hot dog and fingernails.
You know, and so look at what we've just discovered. And neither one of us have put this up. You know, so we have to get onto ourselves, because this now, you've heard it here live, that we have to add to the homegrown solutions.
So when you submit this, we will be looking over it on July 15th. Because that's the next time that we're going to be doing it. We look at them quarterly. You can submit them anytime, but that's the next time. So the dates are like January 15th, April 15th, July 15th, and October 15th. So, but you can submit anytime.
But just know that they won't be reviewed and approved or
Until
put
those
up
dates.
until these dates that she just said. So we got the 15s going on. So I'm glad you brought that up, so that everybody now knows when you see something or you get an idea here and you go do it, submit it.
I just wanted to add that everybody got your welcome bag when you came. Inside that is the sheet, and it's most of the information that we've just given you. So it's got a QR code. It'll take you directly to the website. You can go check out all the solutions. And just so you know, the presentation time tomorrow is 3:30 to 5 in the main ballroom.
And one of the things is, if you read something and you find a solution and you need to take it to 2.0 because you want it to even function higher, do it. Do it. Submit it. That is the beauty of this. So anything else you want anybody here or in the virtual world to know about homegrown solutions, and, you know, what's the takeaway?
I just have to say, sharing is caring. I think we all like to talk about what we do, so this is a good platform where we can share ideas within our community.
And I think that, you know, you came up with a solution, it works in your sim center, and you think, oh, nobody's going to, we do. We really want to know about it. Please share it with us. And in the review process, it's all peer reviewed. It is shared with committee members, and it is an opportunity for you to get feedback. And it's also an opportunity for you to share your solutions in a wide audience. So please.
And just remember, when you're going up for promotion, this is one of those things, because it's logged in that website forever, you know? So it is a way that you can demonstrate how you're contributing back to the simulation community.
And as I just said, just do it. Please just do it. It's not hard. It's a lot of fun. And one of the things that I've enjoyed, even though it's not mandatory, videos are optional, but to me, for us visual, I'm kinesthetic and I'm also visual, so I want to see the process because it makes, to me, a little bit more sense. So if you can do a short video like one of the, you know, examples on here, that's very helpful too.
So once again, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Teresa Gore with HealthySimulation.com and past president of INACSL. And I just love it when we get together and come up with these great solutions, and we keep growing the simulation community. So y'all have a great time. Thanks for attending.
Thank you all.